evening and welcome to the brief at 30 for the Newsfirst team. I'm Ditmini De Silva. In local news, IUSF convener Wasantha Mudalige and 61 others who were arrested for allegedly trespassing into the Education Ministry released on bail. They were presented to the Kaduvela Chief Magistrate and were released on a personal bail of 100,000 rupees each. The IUSF convener Wasantha Mudalige and others were arrested recently for allegedly entering the Ministry of Education premises and behaving in an unruly manner. In more local news, the International Finance Corporation, the World Bank's investment arm, said it will provide Sri Lanka a $400 million cross-currency swap facility to help fund essential imports. He said 3 private banks, which together deal with over 30% of Sri Lanka's remittances and exports, will receive the facility to fund essential imports, including medicine, food and fertilizer. The funds will provide a much-needed foreign exchange cushion for Sri Lanka, which is grappling with its worst financial crisis in over 7 decades, partly triggered by a severe shortage of dollars. According to World Bank data, the island nation's economy is estimated to have contracted by 9.2% in 2022 and is expected to shrink a further 4.2% in 2023. There are fears that more than 100 people, including children, have died after their boat sank in rough seas off southern Italy. At least 62 migrants are confirmed to have died. The vessel, which is thought to have been carrying some 200 people, broke apart while trying to land near Croton on Sunday. People from Afghanistan, Pakistan, Somalia and Iran were on board. Bodies were recovered from the beach at a nearby seaside resort in the Calabria region. There were 12 children among the victims, including a baby. The Coast Guard said 80 people had been found alive, including some who managed to reach the shore after the sinking, meaning many more remain unaccounted for. Many of those on board were thought to be from Pakistan. And in sports, Andy Murray has withdrawn from the Dubai Tennis Championships this week due to a recurring hip issue. The 35-year-old, a 3-time Grand Slam champion, is no stranger to hip problems and was on the verge of retirement in 2019 after having surgery the previous year. However, he got his career back on track after another operation and stormed into his 4th ATP final since returning to the tour at last week's Qatar Open, where he was beaten by Daniil Medvedev. Murray said after his defeat by Medvedev that he would have to manage his body better, especially after physically demanding matches. That's all the news for this hour. Join us again at 9 p.m. for primetime news on TV1.